What if everything you ever needed to succeed was already around you, hidden in plain sight? You see, success isn't about what you have, it's about how you think. This is the story of a poor village boy who sold the one thing everyone else threw away dust and became a legend. In a small, forgotten village on the edge of a dry plain lived a boy named Tomi. His family had nothing. Their house was made of mud, their plates were often half empty, and every evening, Tomi watched his mother stare silently at the cracked walls, wondering how they would eat tomorrow. The land was dry, the wells nearly empty, and everyone in the village complained that there was nothing there to sell. But Tomi, young, curious, and restless, refused to believe it. Every morning, he'd wander around, watching traders pass by with carts full of goods, dreaming of becoming one of them. One day, his mother sighed. "Tomi, stop dreaming. We have nothing to sell." He looked at her and replied softly, "Then I'll find something." One scorching afternoon, Tomi sat by the roadside, watching the wind lift clouds of dust into the air. Everything was covered in it: the road, the trees, even his own hair. He sneezed and muttered, "Even dust is everywhere in this village," and then, something struck him, a spark that changed everything. If there's so much dust, why not sell that? The idea sounded insane, even to him, but then a small smile crept onto his face. "People may laugh, but I'll try." That night, he collected dust into small clay bowls. He mixed it with bits of crushed charcoal and flower petals to make it smell pleasant, and carefully covered each bowl with a fresh banana leaf. By morning, he had 6 small bowls of what he called earth fragrance. With trembling hands, he carried them to the market. The market was alive with noise: traders shouting, buyers bargaining, children running. When Tomi laid his bowls on an old mat, a curious crowd gathered around. "What are you selling, boy?" an old woman asked. Tomi smiled proudly. "I'm selling earth fragrance, the scent of the land." The crowd roared with laughter. "Dust? You're selling dust?" One man jeered. "This boy has lost his mind." Their laughter burned him inside, but Tomi didn't pack up. He stood tall and said, "Yes, I'm selling dust. But this dust carries the smell of our home. When the rains come, it's this scent that fills the air. The smell of life, of memory, of belonging." Something in his voice made them stop laughing. A traveler from the city stepped forward. He picked up one bowl, inhaled deeply, and his face softened. "It smells like rain, like the earth," he smiled. "I'll take 2. Tomi's eyes widened. His first sale. By the end of that day, he had sold all 6 bowls. Word spread quickly: "There's a boy who sells the smell of the earth." People came out of curiosity. Some came to laugh, but most left impressed. Tomi began to experiment. He mixed his earth fragrance with different herbs, dried flowers, and fragrant oils. Soon, it wasn't just dust anymore. It became a kind of natural perfume, a reminder of home for travelers and city folk who miss the countryside. He started earning real money. Then, he hired a few friends to help him gather ingredients, teaching them how to mix the fragrances properly. His small stall became a shop. His shop became a brand. And within a few years, the boy who once had nothing to sell was supplying his unique products to stores across nearby towns. He had turned dust, the symbol of poverty, into a product of pride. One day, Tomi returned to his village, wearing a fine linen shirt and riding a cart full of goods. The same villagers who had once laughed at him now welcomed him with smiles and applause. He used his earnings to build a clean water well for everyone, helped repair homes, and opened a small workshop to teach young people the power of creativity and business. When someone asked him, "Tomi, how did you turn dust into gold?" he smiled and said, "I didn't sell dust. I sold value. Everyone saw dirt. I saw possibility. The world didn't change, my thinking did." You see, poverty doesn't begin in your pocket. It begins in your mind. Most people look at what they don't have. The great ones look at what they can create. Tomi proved that the smallest, most useless thing, in the hands of a creative mind, can become powerful. So stop saying, "I have nothing," because if you have imagination, you already have everything. If this story inspired you, hit like, share it with a friend, and comment below with what you learned. Because someone out there is still waiting to realize that the dust beneath their feet might just be their first fortune. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more stories that will change the way you see the world.